show you how to make oxtail broth. It's one of my favorites. I add it to a lot of different soups, but you can also add it to rice, quinoa. It's great on vegetables. It's also really good on mushrooms. And you get a ton of meat from this recipe, so you can use that in nachos, you can make pate out of it, or just eat it plain. And today I'm going to show you how to do it in the Instapot pressure cooker because you can cook it in about 2 hours versus stovetop that takes about 8 to 12. First, you need an oxtail, which is really cowtail. Always start with good quality bones and look for organic, pasture, and grass-fed. I go to City Market Northwest in Portland, where I can buy whole, fresh oxtail. You can also buy oxtail frozen and cut in pieces. Now I'm ready to blanch the bones. I've got 2 oxtail here at 2.5 pounds each, so 5 pounds total, and I'm cutting these into slightly smaller pieces so they fit in the stock pot better. Next, fill the pot with cold water till the bones are completely covered. Bring to a boil and simmer for 20 minutes. Then you'll see some foam on top. Do not use this water. Remove the bones and discard the water. Place the bones on a baking sheet and generously season with salt and pepper. Next, roast the bones at 425 for 45 minutes until they look like this. Step 3. Toast the spices and prep the veggies. Toast peppercorns and coriander seeds. For the veggies, you'll need 1 yellow onion, and it's okay to leave the skin on, 1 fennel bulb, some celery, a couple carrots, and garlic. Then for herbs, I like to use parsley and cilantro. If you have larger tail pieces like I do, you'll want to chop them into smaller pieces so they fit in the Instapot better. Step 4. Fill the pot. I build my pot in layers so all the flavors are equally distributed. I also like to add chicken feet for a creamier broth. Add vinegar, spices, bay leaves, and enough water till you reach the max fill line. Close and lock the lid. Make sure the valve says sealing and not venting. Step 5. Set to meat stew. For a more concentrated broth, repeat the meat stew cycle twice or increase the timer. Step 6. Strain the broth using a fine mesh strainer. Remove the oxtail and set aside to cool. I strain my broth into a measuring cup because it's easier to pour into mason jars and containers for storage. This recipe makes about 10 cups of concentrated broth, and when it cools, it'll firm up and be more jelly-like. Step 7. Store the broth. I keep mine in the fridge for about 2 weeks and in the freezer up to 6 months. And the final step is to clean and trim the oxtail meat. 5 pounds of oxtail bones will give you about 1 pound of oxtail meat. It's great in soups, pureed in pate, sprinkled on nachos, or just by itself.